Soccer fans, welcome to Barnesville, Georgia for today's live coverage of Gordon State Highlanders soccer presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. It is playoff time here this afternoon on a sunny 74-degree Tuesday afternoon in Barnesville. We welcome you to Gordon State College in Barnesville. And for the first time today, we welcome you inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman with the best view here at the complex. Glad to have you along for the broadcast today as we get ready for the opening round of the GCAA Conference Tournament here this afternoon. It'll feature the number 2 seed Gordon State Highlanders taking on the number 3 seed Bulldogs from Georgia Military College, who have made the short trip from Milledgeville here to Barnesville this afternoon, and what will come out to be the third meeting of the season between these two rivals. And wouldn't you know it, both teams have won in the previous two meetings. Both teams won on the road, and both teams won by a final score of 2-1. So it doesn't get much more balanced or even than that, and there's no reason why we should not see another tight, exciting match here this afternoon between the Bulldogs and the Highlanders. Again, Gordon State coming in as the number 2 seed in the tournament, GMC entering as the number 3 seed, and it's pretty simple. It's win or go home. Win and you're in, lose and you are done. Now, of course, that's today between number 2 and number 3. Coming up today at 2 p.m., a little over an hour from right now, the number 1 seed, South Georgia State, will be at home. They will be taking on Central Georgia Technical College. That's the 1 versus the 4 seed. So the two winners, they will meet Saturday for the conference championship. So a lot to play for. And again, we are almost ready to get this one started here this afternoon. Captains are getting ready to come and meet at midfield, and it won't be long. We'll have the opening kick and get you ready for what should be an awesome match between two longtime rivals here today at Gordon State College in Barnesville. Glad to have you on the broadcast. We'll take our first time out. When we come back, we'll get you closer to kickoff and get you ready for the GCAA Conference Tournament live today from Gordon State College in Barnesville.
Highlanders Forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
How does Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson sell more vehicles than any other dealership in the area? It's simple. We have the most inventory. Regardless if you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, or a high-quality, low-mileage pre-owned vehicle, we've got something for everybody. Be sure to check out our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's make 2025 the time to find your new ride at Countryside. Welcome back to Barnesville. We're live at Gordon State College getting you ready for the opening round of the GCAA Conference Tournament, and here come the teams walking toward midfield. On your left today in the blue, the Highlanders from Gordon State College, again sitting as the number 2 seed in the conference tournament. Overall record on the season, 8-3-1. Conference record this year of 7-2-1. On your right, the team in white, that are the Georgia Military Bulldogs, who have made the trip from Milledgeville here today. GMC 6-4-1 overall on the season. They finished conference play with a record of 6-3-1, and again, they have earned the number 3 seed. And once again, this is the third meeting of the year between the Highlanders and the Bulldogs from GMC. Both teams won on the road, and both teams won their match by a final of 2-1. And again, these two teams, longtime rivals, not just here in soccer, but anytime GMC and Gordon get together, it is always a very entertaining contest, no matter if it's soccer, baseball, anything going on here. Softball, of course, for the past few years has been a dogfight between GMC and Gordon State College. So, again, we expect nothing but an intense match coming up here this afternoon. Glad to have you on the broadcast. Again, my name is Chad Feltman with K13 Media, coming to you live today inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. Michael Penn is high atop on the camera for us this afternoon, giving you the great shots of this opening round match of the GCAA soccer tournament. Glad to have you here with us, just about ready to go. Again, this is number 2, Gordon, against number 3, GMC. Highlanders led by their first-year head coach, Kenneth Fasahini, better known as Coach K, and Georgia Military, led by their head coach, Courtney Morgan. Both teams coming off big shutout victories over Andrew College. Matter of fact, Gordon's last match was right here last Thursday on sophomore night. Highlanders took care of Andrew College by a final of 7-0. Georgia Military also took care of Andrew College in their last match, but that's been a while. GMC has not played since October the 2nd, so they should be very fresh here today. That last match on October the 2nd was an 8-0 victory over Andrew College. So that'll set the scene for you here this afternoon. 2 goalkeepers could have a busy day, or they may not see a lot of action at all, just depending on how this one's going to go. Of course, in the goal for the Highlanders, number 1, Rebecca Tanner, and for GMC, it'll be number 34, Mackenzie Williams. Couple of players to watch for the Highlanders in blue. Watch number 8, Georgia Fillingham, 14 goals on the season. She is second in the conference, just 1 behind for the conference lead. She will wear number 8 for Gordon State today. And watch out for the team in white, GMC, number 17, Karen Prado. 2 goals on the season, but she is the conference leader in assists, and she has played very well in both matches against Gordon this season. 2 assists and a goal against the Highlanders in 2025, and we are underway here at Gordon State College. So glad to have you on the broadcast here this afternoon. GMC, again, making the short trip from Milledgeville, here with us this afternoon. Both teams beating each other away from home this year. And for Gordon State, the crazy part of their record this season, the Highlanders 5-0 on the road this season. Here at home, 3-1. So you would think home field advantage here in a playoff game, but not necessarily the case for Gordon State. 5-0 on the road. And again, the first match of the season between the two teams, GMC beat us here at home back in August, 2-1 final. We returned the favor, beating GMC in Milledgeville later in the season by a final of 2-1. Goal kick coming up here for the Highlanders. Just underway, first half action. There's Tressler with it. Leading it upfield to Kara Bishop. Kara back to the center, and it's going to be knocked away by the Bulldogs. But right back to the Highlanders, and there's your first shot on goal today. And a save in the net by Mackenzie Williams. It was Park, number 11. Park scored the only goal for Gordon State in that first match of the season against GMC. Highlanders again aggressive, trying to get back down toward the center. Tressler back over to Kara Bishop, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and we'll have a Gordon State throw in. First match of the year. Ansley Butts and Valentina Henriquez score the 2 goals for GMC. In the second match of the season, Georgia Fillingham and Isabel Tressler score the 2 goals for Gordon. Again, both matches in the regular season ending in a 2-1 final. And both of the road teams got the win. Winner of this one today will get the winner of South Georgia State and Central Georgia Technical College. They will play at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Now, Gordon still has a chance to play, just like GMC does, the conference championship game on Saturday. But in order for either of the two teams here today to do that, they would need Central Georgia Tech to upset South Georgia State. South Georgia State being the 4 seed, the lower seed in the tournament. That would be the only way for the Highlanders or the Bulldogs to play at home in the conference championship game on Saturday. Just a little over 4 minutes into the contest. No score so far early on as the Highlanders get the throw in off the foot of Tressler to McCoy. And it looks like we'll have a corner coming up, or no, it's going to be a goal kick here for GMC. Tressler takes the goal kick, tries to get it up to Fillingham. But again, Williams will come out and pick it up. GMC on the season, 3-1-1 on the road. One of those 3 victories, again, coming here back in August. And this is a rematch of last year's first-round matchup. GMC won last season 4-2 in the opening round against Gordon State. So the Highlanders looking to return the favor here this afternoon in Barnesville on a beautiful day. Just a few clouds hanging around. 74 degrees at kickoff. Got a nice slight breeze blowing. Again, GMC, the team in white. Highlanders in blue. Highlanders on the season led by Georgia Fillingham, who wears number 8. She has 14 goals on the season. That's just one off the conference lead of 15. She could tie that here today. So the Highlanders have the conference leader in goals. GMC has the conference leader in assists. That is Karen Prado, number 17. She has 7 on the season. And she has played very well against Gordon State. 2 assists and a goal. And the 2 previous matches in the regular season for Prado. GMC now with a throw in. Now it's going to be Gordon ball. Another stat I was reading in the prep earlier this morning and last night is something that was pretty amazing for GMC. Number 14, Siobhan O'Riordan, has 6 goals on the season. And according to the stats provided by GMC, she has 6 goals and 6 shots on goal. So she is, as they would say in the baseball world, batting 1,000 this season. So heads up for number 14 in white today. If she takes a shot, there's a pretty good chance she's going to have a good look at knocking it in. 6 for 6 this season. And an offsides call going to go here against GMC. Another note to keep in the back of your mind. GMC this season against Gordon has scored all 3 of their goals in the second half. Again, the Highlanders and the Bulldogs split regular season meetings, with both teams winning on the road by a final of 2-1. No score. Just about 10 minutes into this one here today from Gordon State College. GMC pushing it up. Ryan Holmes being played by Lisbeth Ramirez for Gordon State, and it'll be a throw in for the Highlanders. Ramirez will find Tressler. Tressler has 8 goals on the season for the Highlanders. She is second on the team. Tatiana McCoy and Kara Bishop tied for third. They each have 5 goals on the team. Macy Lauren Lanier has 4 on the season. Olivia Park has 3. Elizabeth Cuviello with 2 and Ashlyn Jones with 1. 42 goals on the season for the Highlanders compared to 31 on the season for GMC. And again, they are led by O'Riordan, number 14, who has 6. GMC's got it spread out pretty well, and here comes Georgia Fillingham with a breakaway. Best look so far early on to the center, and nobody's there for Gordon State. Fillingham trying to get it to the center to McCoy, but nothing happening there for the Highlanders. First really good look of the match so far. Telling you about the goal scorer so far this season for GMC. Again, they're spread out pretty well. O'Riordan has 6. Haley Thomas with 5. Mia Boitel with 5. Justice Rogers with 4. And then you got quite a few players with 2. Ansley Butts, Valentina Henriquez, Karen Prado, Maggie Brandon has 1, and Amy Silvoy has 1. Again, that totals up 31 goals on the season for GMC, 42 on the season for Gordon State. Yeah, we're going to have a free kick here for the Bulldogs. And there's a shot over the top of the goal. Too strong by Karen Prado. A little over 10 minutes into the opening half. Sub checking into the match here for the Highlanders. Coming in is going to be number 7, Elizabeth Cuviello. She will replace number 10, Sydney Fluellen. Zipporah Chile with the goal kick for Gordon State. Trying to find Kara Bishop out toward midfield. It'll sail over Kara's head, but here's Tressler trying to get it up to Fillingham. It's a foot race, 1-on-1, and way out of the box. Here comes Mackenzie Williams, who will clear it out to midfield. Lisbeth Ramirez playing against Mia Boitel. And now this one's stolen by the Highlanders. Carissa Thompson across the midfield stripe has it knocked away, and now we'll get a throw in for Gordon State. Again, first match since October the 2nd for GMC. They have had quite a vacation. Nearly 3 weeks since their last match. They came back on October the 2nd. They beat Andrew College by the final of 8-0. And seeing the Highlanders of Gordon State for the 3rd time this season here this afternoon. GMC 3-1-1 on the road. Gordon State 3-3-1 at home. Again, Highlanders 5-0 on the road this season. We were struggling there for a while until last Thursday. We had a 3-match winless streak here at home. Here's Tanner coming up and making the save. Good play by the goalkeeper, Rebecca Tanner. Stopping. The Bulldogs are trying to get on the board first here in the opening half, and now we've got a whistle. And Justice Rogers, number 16, a little slow to get up. And we'll have another free kick coming up here for the Dogs. Karen Prado, number 17, will take it. Again, Prado with 2 assists and a goal against Gordon State this season. And she'll take the kick, send it all the way down toward Tanner. And the Dogs will get it back in front of the net, and a goal for GMC. That free kick was misplayed by Gordon State. Tanner was coming out to get the ball. Kara Bishop was trying to head it out of the way, and they may have screened each other, and the Dogs put it in for the first goal. Or did they call it a goal? All right, so no goal. We play on. Gordon State catches an early break here in the first half. And it was just about disaster again as Bishop was going up to take it on a header. She was right in front of her goalkeeper, Tanner. The ball was loose. And it was put in for a moment by GMC, but the goal was called off. So we remain scoreless 15 minutes into the opening half. Here's Tressler with it. Tressler working on number 10, Mia Botel. Prado sends it upfield. Right to Cuviello, who's got a couple of goals on the season. There's Park with it, trying to find Tatiana McCoy. McCoy's got Fillingham wide open, middle of the field. She's going to try to get it to her, and it's kicked out of bounds. I don't think Tatiana ever saw Georgia Fillingham. She was standing there wide open. But good defense from the Bulldogs. You can hear that wind picking up in the background. It is a nice sunny day here at Gordon State, but a windy afternoon. But at least it's not 98 degrees like it was earlier this year. 74 the current temperature right now. It's supposed to get up to 79 for the high today as the Highlanders get ready for the corner kick. Park will deliver it in to Fillingham with a tap in front of the net, and it's cleared away by the Bulldogs. And we'll get a throw in now for Gordon State. Again, winner of this one here today, we'll get the winner of the other semifinal game that's going to be starting at 2 p.m. this afternoon. That will feature number 1 seed South Georgia State and number 4 seed Central Georgia Technical College. That game being played at South Georgia State down in Douglas, Georgia at 2 p.m. today. South Georgia State 2-0 on the season against Central Georgia Tech. Trying to complete the season sweep and move to the conference finals that'll be played on Saturday. Here's Tressler with a couple of sliding stops, and Maya took a foot to the head, and now we're going to have a whistle. And play will be stopped for just a moment as Isabel Tressler went down hard, and Maya took a foot to the back of her head or neck, but she is up and looks like Tressler's going to come out of the match. She will. She is going to be replaced by number 3, Macy Lauren Lanier. So Tressler comes out. In comes Lauren Lanier. Macy with 4 goals on the season. And we're back to action. Here's Ryan Holmes, number 1 with it, working on Lisbeth Ramirez. And we'll get a throw in for Gordon State. All right, we're actually going to get a free kick here for Gordon State, beg your pardon. And the Highlanders immediately trying to find Macy Lauren Lanier, who has just checked in. Back to the middle. Jesse Jeffcoat, number 27. Finding Ramirez, who's being dogged by number 11, Brooke Reach. Ramirez going the wrong way, and now she's got 3 white jerseys around her. Got to be careful here, as this one is kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Mia Boitel. Dangerous moment there for the Highlanders as Ramirez was going the wrong way, and all of a sudden she looked up and had 3 white jerseys surrounding her. And a throw-in coming here for Gordon State. Glad to have everybody on the broadcast here today. We are live from Gordon State College in Barnesville. Semifinal action, I should say, between the Highlanders and the Bulldogs. No score early on. If you're just tuned in, Bulldogs had a goal waved off just a few minutes ago after a free kick from midfield by Karen Prado. Highlanders got in their own way down in front of the goal, but apparently the goal was called off. Again, in 2 games in the regular season, GMC failed to score in the first half in either match. It's Fillingham now gets it to McCoy. And this is very, very well possibly a match that could go to a shootout here later on this afternoon. Here's Kara Bishop trying to get it up to Macy Lauren Lanier, and it's going to be taken away by the Dogs. Jeffcoat over to Fluellen, trying to find Macy Lauren Lanier. Again, Lanier just checked in after Tressler had to come out after being kicked in back of the head, and an offsides call going to be called against Gordon State. Hopefully Tressler can get back into the match real soon. She's the team's second leading goal scorer with 8 on the season. And she scored a goal against GMC the last time the Highlanders and the Bulldogs faced off. That was back on earlier in October. Throw-in coming here for Gordon State, Sydney Fluellen, number 10. Bottom of your screen there will do the honors. 20 minutes into the opening half, no score. And again, we're glad to have all of you tuned in to our YouTube feed today. Love to know where you're tuned in from, where you're watching from, and who you're cheering for today. Feel free to drop us a comment here in our YouTube live channel. We've got it pulled up. Love to give you a shout out during the match today. Want to welcome all the GMC Bulldog fans on with us. Of course, all of our home fans here at Gordon State College. Beautiful day for some college soccer here in Barnesville, Georgia. The GCAA Conference Opener. Gordon State, Georgia Military, going at it for the 3rd time this season here today. And again, both of these 2 teams trying to make it to Saturday. That is when the conference championship game will be held. Time and location still yet to be determined, but we should know all the details at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Because the second game today will feature South Georgia State and Central Georgia Technical College. That'll be the number 1 seed against the number 4 seed playing at South Georgia State. Again, so far in this match, just 1 true shot on goal. That's been it. Again, GMC had a goal called off. Highlanders have had it down on the GMC side of the field mostly this afternoon, as Zipporah Chile will send it back down across midfield. Good footwork here by the Dogs, trying to work it down, and Cheeley again going to clear it out for Gordon State. Had a great night Thursday, sophomore night. Took place here at Gordon State. We had 9 of our Highlanders honored on Thursday night. Big win, 7-0 the final against Andrew College. That match actually stopped with about 18 minutes left to play in the second half. Been a tough season for Andrew College. They will play Wesleyan College this evening at 5 p.m. down in Cuthbert, Georgia. It's not a conference game. It's just one final game at the end of the season for Andrew, who is 0-13 on the year. And another offsides call here against Gordon State. Andrew College 0-13. Been a tough year. They've only scored 1 goal in 13 matches this season. They have been outscored 64-1. And out of their 13 matches, 12 shutouts. It has been a tough year, but they came in and they played hard for sure on Thursday night. Highlanders just had a little too much left in the tank for them in the second half. And again, that match was called with 18 minutes left. The Highlanders won it. And another free kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. Once again, number 17, Karen Prado. She's ready. She's going to send it all the way down toward Tanner, but it's going to be wide left of the goal. So we'll get a goal kick coming up here for Gordon State. Goal kick here for the Highlanders. Elizabeth Cuviello clearing it out of the goal for Gordon State. Now trying to get it back to the middle of the field. Here's Prado with it. Wind really picking up here late in the first half. No score. Carissa Thompson getting it up toward midfield. Trying to find Fillingham. And it's going to be cleared away. Now upfield, this is going to be Carly Barnes, number 4. She'll try to get it up the sideline, but it's going to go out of bounds and a throw-in coming here for Gordon State. Sydney Fluellen will throw it in for the Highlanders. Again, glad to have everybody on the broadcast. Highlander fans, GMC fans, welcome. Got a GMC fan tuned in with us from Carrollton, Georgia here today. Cheering on the Bulldogs, who have another good look right in front of the goal. It's tipped, it's knocked away, and Tanner will get up and come play it. Mia Boytel, number 10, had a good look, but Rebecca Tanner was able to come out, just did get a hand on it, and keep that one from getting into the back of the net. So the first shot today for GMC is a close one, but Tanner with a nice save. And now here comes Mackenzie Williams out of the box to make a save for GMC. And we've got a player down, looks like, here for Gordon State. So that'll stop the clock inside 20 minutes. Like it was Tatiana McCoy who was slow to get up. Williams will clear it down to the goal, up toward midfield. Tatiana McCoy going to check out. And she is going to be subbed in for by number 9, Lisbeth Ramirez for Gordon State. Inside 19 minutes to play in the opening half. Each team with one shot on goal. No score so far. Again, GMC has scored all 3 of its goals against Gordon State in the second half this season. Bishop trying to get it up to Macy Lauren Lanier. Here's Kara with it. Trying to take it all the way. She'll stop. Reset, get it back to Macy Lauren Lanier, who tries to get it to the center of the field, and now it's going to be cleared away. And now the Bulldogs will push upfield. One-on-one. Got a foot race. And there's Zipporah Chile to clear it away. Good defense by Gordon State. Bulldogs looked like they were going to have a pretty good look on that one, but Zipporah Chile was able to get back and clear it away. Karen Prado, number 17 now, on the throw-in. Again, she is the conference leader in assists with 7. 2 of those 7 this season have come against Gordon State. They both came in the first match of the year right here in Barnesville on August 26th. That was a match that GMC won by the final of 2-1. And we've got another whistle. And it looks like we got a Bulldog slow to get up. And number 18, Haley Thomas for GMC. Thomas has 5 goals on the season. Looks like she's going to stay in, but we're going to have another free kick coming up here for GMC. A really good look. And it's going to be Karen Prado who's going to take the kick. Highlanders trying to build the wall, and here we go. Prado's ready. Here comes the kick. And it's going to be a little too high, a little too far. And that'll sail over the head of Rebecca Tanner. Again, this one today, a rematch of last year's semifinal match. GMC and Gordon State met to open the conference playoffs last season. GMC won that match by a final of 4-2. Throw in coming here for the Dogs. And it'll get out of play, and Gordon State will take over on the possession. Highlanders finished the regular season 8 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. GMC finished with 6 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. Gordon State took the number 2 seed in the conference. GMC taking the number 3 seed. And again, both teams still have a chance to host the conference championship game. First, they've got to take care of business here today, obviously. But if they can win today and Central Georgia Tech can pull off the upset on South Georgia State, that would put the conference championship game either here at Gordon on Saturday or in Milledgeville on Saturday. But again, they've got to take care of business here first. And again, earlier in the regular season, both of the road teams won in this series. And they both won by the final of 2-1. GMC scored all their goals in the second half of the first 2 meetings this season. As we get a free kick here in midfield for Gordon State. Jesse Jeffcoat will send it down. A little too tall for Bishop, but Fillingham trying to play it down near the goal. Back to the middle. Tressler with a look just to the right of the net. Isabel Tressler back into the match. And just missed that one wide right. Only the second shot on goal here for the Highlanders in the opening half. But it was all set up by the free kick off of Jesse Jeffcoat. Fillingham played it well. Got it back over to Tressler, but just a little wide to the right. And now Mackenzie Williams will clear it out here for the Bulldogs. But she finds Fillingham. And now it's playing one-on-one with Justice Rogers. Fillingham and Rogers going at it hard. Going to be kicked out of bounds. Throw in coming up here by Fluellen at midfield. Fluellen trying to get it down the line of Fillingham, but Rogers will cut it off. Highlanders will keep the possession. And now it's going to be Jesse Jeffcoat on the throw in. Good throw in from Jesse. Down into the corner, being played by GMC. Right off the chest of Kara Bishop. Kara with it. Takes a shot right into the gut of Mackenzie Williams. So a couple of good looks for the Highlanders here in the last 60 seconds. But Williams able to stop that one. Kara had a goal on Thursday night, sophomore night against Andrew College, to give her 5 on the season. Just a little over 12 minutes remaining in the opening half. No score from Gordon State College. No surprise either. Here's Tressler. She had to come out about 10 minutes ago. She got kicked in back of the head, but she is back in. And we should have a corner kick coming up here for the Highlanders. Again, Tressler, second on the team in goals scored this season. She has 8. And one of those 8 came against GMC. And the Highlanders 2-1 win earlier this month. Tressler's got it ready, and here comes the corner. It's low line drive in the net. How about that? Isabel Tressler on the corner kick, able to bend it in and around Mackenzie Williams. And the Highlanders are on the board first with 11:31 to play in the first half. Isabel Tressler, low line drive. Able to knock it in for her 9th goal of the season. Her 2nd goal against GMC and the 1st goal of the match. And Gordon State jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. What a kick by Tressler. You don't see a lot of goals on corner kicks. But Isabel did great on that one. Kept it low and was able to sneak it around Mackenzie Williams. So with 11 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the opening half, the Highlanders are on the board. We are late in the first half. Another shot here for GMC. Tanner's got to come out and fall on top of it. Inside 10 minutes to play. First half action here at Gordon State. Goal scored by Isabel Tressler. With just a little over 11 minutes to play in the half, her 9th goal of the season. Her 2nd goal of the year against GMC. GMC trying to tie the game, but the Highlanders will get a throw in here. Close to midfield. Sydney Fluellen will throw it in. Well, now it's going to be Elizabeth Cuviello, number 7. So Cuviello's ready, and here it comes. Gets it up to Kara Bishop. Kara bends it around, trying to get over to Elizabeth Ramirez, but it's knocked away to Olivia Park. We're getting late in the first half. 7 minutes left. Highlanders up 1-0. After the goal 4 minutes ago by Isabel Tressler. 4 shots on goal for the Highlanders, 2 for GMC in the first half so far. Bulldogs with another shot on goal, but Tanner will come out. Take that one easily for Gordon State. She'll clear it away, trying to get it up to Georgia Fillingham. Justice Rogers was there to knock it away, and now Carly Barnes will play it. Throw in coming for Gordon State. Sub coming into the game as well for the Highlanders. Lisbeth Ramirez will check out. Macy Lauren Lanier, number 3, will come back in. Boytel with the steal. Finds it over to Holmes. Back over to Barnes. And now Barnes has it stolen by Cuviello. Cuviello trying to get it upfield to Tressler, who has the 1 goal for the Highlanders here in the opening half. That came with 11 minutes and 31 seconds left on the clock. And now we're inside 5 minutes left in the first half, as Bishop and Rogers collide at midfield. Good pass. Barnes with it. Barnes back to Justice. Justice trying to get it to the center. She does. Boytel has it. And now Kara Bishop will come in from behind and clear it away. Up to Macy Lauren Lanier. They will send it upfield, trying to find Isabel Tressler. Amy Silvoy, number 3 for GMC, will clear it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Macy Lauren Lanier for Gordon State. So a throw-in coming here for the Dogs, as we're coming up on 4 minutes to play in the first half. Just a little over 3 minutes to play in the opening half. Highlanders with the throw-in at midfield. Cuviello takes a wide angle to get to the ball. It's going to be kicked and knocked out of bounds, deflected off GMC. Now Cuviello with a throw-in. Got a good clear here by Jesse Jeffcoat. Trying to get it upfield. Georgia Fillingham. One-on-one with Justice Rogers. Rogers has played well defensively here for GMC. She's number 16 in white. Dogs with it. Now stolen. Good D there for Gordon State, as Sydney Fluellen was able to intercept that pass. Macy Lauren Lanier, 3-on-1 for the Highlanders, trying to get it to the center to Tressler. Lauren Lanier trying to get it back down and again cleared away. So that'll take us to halftime as the whistle sounds. And a good half for Gordon State. A goal with a little over 11 minutes to play by Isabel Tressler, her 9th of the season. As Gordon State on top, it is 1-0 Highlanders. Today's coverage of Gordon State soccer being presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
2 law firms, 1 mission. When Jody Sellers and Kevin Parker team up, the courtroom better be ready. Compassion where it counts, fire when it's needed, and results that speak for themselves. We fight for you like you're our family. And we don't back down, ever. Introducing Sellers & Parker, LLC, your hometown law firm that provides big-time results. Call us today at 770-415-9848. Visit sellersparker.com or find us on social media at SellersParkerLF. Sellers & Parker, LLC, where clients become family.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
Just an update for everybody tuned in to the broadcast. As you can see on your screen, we are at halftime here in this GCAA semifinal match between the Gordon State Highlanders and the GMC Bulldogs. Highlanders on top, 1-0, second half, getting ready to start in just a few moments. Once again, we welcome you back to Gordon State College here in Barnesville, Georgia, as we are at halftime with the Highlanders on top by a 1-0 score. The only goal in the first half that counted, we should say, came off the foot of Gordon State's Isabel Tressler. That was with about 11 and a half minutes remaining before halftime, and it was quite the impressive goal. It came on a corner kick. Tressler was able to sneak it around and put it into the back of the net for the first and only goal of the first half. And for Tressler, that was her 9th goal of the season, her 2nd goal against GMC this year. Now, GMC did score a goal early in the first half, but it was called off for offsides. That came on a free kick, and it was an incredible kick by Karen Prado. She was near midfield, sent it all the way down in front of the Highlander goal, and Kara Bishop and the goalkeeper, Rebecca Tanner, kind of screened each other, blocked each other from getting the ball. It ricocheted, and GMC put it in, but they were offsides, so that goal was waved off. So that's really the only highlights of the first half, a goal on a corner kick by Isabel Tressler and a goal that was called off because of GMC being offsides in the first half. In that first half, Highlanders with 4 shots on goal, GMC with 3 shots on goal. We are just about ready to go for the second half. One more quick timeout, and when we come back, the next 45 minutes on the clock, ready to go. GMC and Gordon State live from Gordon State College in Barnesville. Today's coverage presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, Georgia.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
2 law firms, 1 mission. When Jody Sellers and Kevin Parker team up, the courtroom better be ready. Compassion where it counts, fire when it's needed, and results that speak for themselves. We fight for you like you're our family, and we don't back down, ever. Introducing Sellers and Parker LLC, your hometown law firm that provides big-time results. Call us today at 770-415-9848. Visit sellersparker.com or find us on social media at sellersparkerlf. Sellers and Parker LLC, where clients become family.
All right, both teams coming back out on the field. Again, on your left in blue, the Highlanders from Gordon State College. And on your right, the team in white, the Bulldogs from Georgia Military College. 1-0 Highlanders leading. Again, a goal with just over 11 minutes to play in the first half on a corner kick by Isabel Tressler for Gordon State. The only goal in the first half. Gordon State, 4 shots on goal. GMC, 3 shots on goal in the opening half. Glad to have everybody back with us. There's the whistle. We are underway for the second half. And probably the most important stat to keep note of in the second half, in 2 previous matches this season between Gordon State and GMC, GMC has scored all 3 of their goals in the second half. So time for GMC to make a few more adjustments as we get ready here for the second half action at Gordon State College. Again, both teams today playing in the semifinals, waiting to see what will happen for Saturday's championship match. Ryan Holmes taking it down for GMC. Tanner comes out of the box, quickly has to get back for the Highlanders. They should be underway down in South Georgia right now for the second game of the conference tournament. South Georgia State is the number 1 seed, and they are taking on Central Georgia Tech. Winner of that one gets the winner of this one on Saturday. South Georgia State, the number 1 team in the conference, and they defeated Central Georgia Tech both times in the regular season. That's the number 1 and number 4 seeds going at it, and they should be underway now. Scheduled to kick off at 2 p.m. Both of these teams here today obviously want to take care of business and get the victory, but both teams also pulling for Central Georgia Tech in that South Georgia State game, because if Central Georgia Tech can find a way to upset South Georgia State and move on to the final Saturday, then one of these 2 teams would host, being the higher seeds in the tournament. Again, this being the 3rd match of the season between the Highlanders and the Bulldogs. Both of those previous 2 matches in the regular season ending with a 2-1 score. 1 score so far here today for Gordon State. A corner kick by Isabel Tressler. A low line drive that just bent around the goalkeeper, Mackenzie Williams. That happened with about 11 and a half minutes left in the first half. Again, GMC scored a goal a little less than about 10 minutes into the first half, I believe it was, but it was called off because they were offsides. Came after a free kick from midfield. And there's been a lot of great back and forth defense here in this match today. Another shot here for GMC. Tanner will come out and take it. Tressler, who has the goal today for the Highlanders, now with 2 on the season against GMC. And she may have a chance at a 3rd as she takes it, and now gonna have to rebound. Good defense hustling down the field. Amy Silvoy, number 3 for the Dogs, to get in there on Tressler. Looked like she was gonna have a wide open look, but Silvoy got in there just in time to break that up. Silvoy, great defense for the Dogs.
Take your shot, Deb. Go get it.
A whistle and a foul going to be called here on GMC. They're going to call Ryan Holmes, number 1. Going to give Sapora Chile a free kick. Just underway, second half action, about 5 minutes into the second half. Semifinals, GCAA Conference Tournament. Rematch from last year's semifinal. GMC won that one by a final score of 4-2. Throw in coming for the Dogs. Carly Hagler, number 6, will bring it in. And here's Holmes with it, trying to work it to the center. You can hear that wind really picking up here in the second half as Tatiana McCoy off to a foot race with Hagler. And it's going to be cleared away. Off the field, almost into the parking lot here at Gordon State. While we have a moment, gives us a chance to say thank you to a few of our sponsors here today, including Ortho Atlanta, Promo Vision Advertising, The Waffle House, Resurgence Orthopedics, Raintree Golf Club, West Central Georgia Bank, Coca-Cola, and Piedmont Orthopedics, all sponsors of today's match in Gordon State Athletics, helping us bring you live coverage today from Gordon State on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon in Barnesville, Georgia. Inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth, I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Glad to have you here. Highlanders at home this season, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. They are 5-0 on the road this year, so much for that home field advantage thing. GMC on the road, 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Crazy how both teams have better away records than home records. McCoy in a fight with Hagler for the ball. Hagler will take it away. Throw in coming here for Carissa Thompson. Nope, it's going to be Jessie Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat trying to find Georgia Fillingham. Fillingham with 14 goals on the season, 2nd in the conference. Maybe a shot at number 15. No, this one's going to be cleared away. No whistle. As Fillingham hard to the grass. And we should get a corner coming up here for Gordon State. Georgia Fillingham with 14 goals on the season. Again, 2nd in the conference. Isabel Tressler, 2nd on the team. She now has 9 after her goal in the first half. So they lead the way for Gordon State this season. And now the Highlanders ready for a corner. Here it comes from Park. Fillingham will now chase it down. And this will be cleared away, deflected off of Fillingham, and we'll get a goal kick here for GMC. It will sub in. Carly Barnes, number 4, will check into the match. Corner kick coming up for GMC, or excuse me, goal kick. McCoy almost took it away. And it's going to be Highlander ball. Throw in coming here for Carissa Thompson. Thompson has Park, McCoy. There's Jeffcoat. Back out to Chile. Chile tripped over the ball. And now the Highlanders got to get back quickly on defense. Cuviello will send it back up to Olivia Park. Tatiana McCoy back toward the middle to Georgia. Fillingham with a wide open look, and it is going to be deflected and blocked. What a save in the box by Mackenzie Williams. Fillingham had a wide open look, but Williams was able to throw her left hand up and make an incredible block. Would have been the 15th of the season for Georgia Fillingham, but a great block by Mackenzie Williams. And that'll keep the score 1-0 as Park will get ready for a corner. Here it comes. High kick, front of the goal, and the rebound is a little off. Highlanders will retain possession. Park with it. Sends it right back toward the front of the goal. Williams bats it out of there. Highlanders with a couple of headers. Nothing working. Toward the middle. Another kick. Another block in front of the goal off the head. And there, finally, it gets in. Goal for Gordon State. I believe it was Tatiana McCoy, number 20.
Good job, ladies!
Go back here and look on the replay real quick. So that'll make it a 2-0 game, Highlanders.
Woo! Go, Gordon!
So McCoy's got her 6th goal of the season. 10 minutes into the second half, Highlanders on top 2-0. Highlanders were close several times, and again, a couple of really good kicks there by Olivia Park to set that up. Highlanders now up by 2 in the second half. But again, don't count out this GMC team. First 2 matches of the season, they have scored all 3 of their goals against Gordon State in the second half. And there's a bad pass there from Tanner, almost disaster. Highlanders on the break again. Here's Isabel Tressler trying to get it down to Fillingham, and a collision at the box. The ball's still loose and cleared away. Dangerous play by Mackenzie Williams, and Mackenzie's got her back turned to the action. She has bent over and don't know if it got her forearm or her wrist, but she is in a lot of pain. A big collision between the goalkeeper, Mackenzie Williams, and Georgia Fillingham. And Williams, who has made a couple of really nice plays in goal today. Definitely something on that right side. Maybe the shoulder, the forearm, or she's trying to stretch out that right arm and shake it off. She's going to stay in. She has come out of that box several times today, way out of the box, to make some stops. And that time she got tied up with Georgia Fillingham, but she'll stay in, and we're back at it. Just about 12 minutes into the second half. A second half goal by Tatiana McCoy has made it a 2-0 Gordon lead. McCoy on the breakaway once again. Tatiana in front of the goal, dumps it down, trying to find Fillingham, who was crashing in, but there to make the stop is Mackenzie Williams. Both teams with 5 shots on goal here in the match. Highlanders have been able to sink 2 of their 5. Both goalies today have had one really incredible save. Tanner had one in the first half that she just barely got her fingertips on a diving stop. That prevented a GMC goal. And just a few moments ago here in the second half, and a really good stop by Mackenzie Williams. Throw in here for the Highlanders. McCoy one-on-one. Working on Karen Prado, conference leader in assist for GMC. And it'll be GMC ball. Again, South Georgia State is at home taking on Central Georgia Tech. That's the other game in the conference, the other semifinal game going on. Winner of that one will get the winner of this one on Saturday. That's about all we know for right now. As Kara Bishop tiptoes and takes a weak shot that's picking up easily by Williams. South Georgia State finished the conference 9-1. They got the number 1 seed. Gordon State finished second, 7-2-1. GMC was third, 6-3-1. And Central Georgia Tech got in over a tiebreaker. Central Georgia Tech and Oxford both finished 3-6-1 in the conference, but it was Central Georgia Tech getting the tiebreaker. So Oxford and Andrew College, the two teams left out of the conference tournament. And it looks like we'll get a couple of subs coming in here for both teams. Checking in for GMC, number 1, Ryan Holmes. Coming in for the Highlanders, number 3, Macy Lauren Lanier. Isabel Tressler will get a breather for a moment. She had a goal with 11 minutes left in the opening half, her second of the season against GMC, her 9th overall of the season. Again, GMC scored a goal about 10 minutes into the opening half after a free kick by Karen Prado from midfield. It was deflected down in front of the goal, but GMC was called offsides, and the goal was waved off. And now a dangerous play here in front of the Gordon State goal. There's the cross, and it is blocked away by the Highlanders. How about that for Gordon State? Zipporah Chile.
Good job, Zay.
Defensive play of the game so far for the Highlanders.
Yes.
It was a wide open look for GMC, who could not cash it in, and there was Chile, number 16, to clear it out.
Be there, Zay.
What a play by Chile to keep this 2-0. GMC trying to pick up the tempo here in the second half. They're down 2. Trying to get it back downfield to Nydia Macario. It's cleared out of bounds. And it's going to be, looks like a corner coming up here. Or will it be a throw? Let's see. I think we're going to have a throw in. We are. Nydia Macario, number 2. On the throw in for GMC. Highlanders intercept Olivia Park. Bringing it up the sideline, trying to find Tatiana McCoy. Great pass to McCoy, who now working on number 17, Karen Prado. McCoy trying to find Georgia Fillingham, but it's going to be cleared away by GMC. Out of bounds, it'll be Highlander throw in. Carissa Thompson, number 21, will throw it in for Gordon State. Second half action here in Barnesville. GMC and Gordon State meeting for the 3rd time this season. Both teams have won on the road in this series so far this year, and both matches have ended in a 2-1 final. Gonna have a whistle, and looks like it'll be a foul on Gordon State. That'll be another free kick coming up here for Karen Prado. And Prado again gets it down right toward the midfield stripe, but the Highlanders intercept. Trying to find Kara Bishop. Williams will come out. hear the wind howling in the background on the microphones. It is a beautiful sunny day in Barnesville, but wind is not playing around here today. We've got the tent rocking here in the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. Almost time to tell all the fans here with us to grab a corner and hold on. Just about 20 minutes into the second half. Second half goal for Tatiana McCoy. That came at the 34-minute mark. GMC has had a goal called back and just missed a wide open opportunity thanks to what might go down as the defensive play of the year by Zipporah Chile for Gordon State. Was able to get in and block a wide open shot as Haley Thomas, number 18, will check back in for GMC. Again, GMC won the opening round of the conference tournament game last season by a final of 4-2 to knock Gordon State out. Highlanders trying to repay the favor here today. Again, winner of this one here today will play Saturday in the conference championship match. Just not sure where or what time yet. We should know by about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Highlanders in front by 2 here about midway through the second half. Here's Tatiana McCoy on a breakaway. McCoy will stop, turns, shoots, and fires just wide of the goal. McCoy looking for her second goal of the match. A couple more subs coming into the match. Elizabeth Martinez, number 9 for Gordon State. Yeah, we've got number 8 coming in for GMC, but we do not have a number 8 on our roster for the Bulldogs, so we apologize for that. Going to be a goal kick coming up here for GMC. Fancy footwork there by Olivia Park. Take that one out of midair. Throw in for the Dogs. Zipporah Chile being worked on by Mia Boytel. And here comes help. Boytel with some nice footwork, now double teamed. GMC will keep the possession. Maggie Brandon, number 15. This one is going to be deflected off of Kara Bishop. Tanner will come way out of the box. A collision with Tanner, the goalkeeper for Gordon State. And Haley Thomas, number 18. Luckily, that ball scooted away. Tanner was way out of the box for Gordon State. As Bishop will try to get it up to McCoy, but it's going to be intercepted by GMC. Here's Boytel with it. Now Park working on Justice Rogers, number 16. Cuviello will take it away for Gordon State and clear it up across midfield. Approaching 22 minutes left to play, second half. Kara's got it across the midfield, looking for McCoy, who's got to be careful not to go off sides. McCoy couldn't get to it in time, and Mackenzie Williams will clear it away. The official having a word with number 10, Mia Boytel. So it's always great to have a crowd mic. You can hear the little things. Highlanders up by 2. A third would be really nice here in the second half. It looks like we're going to get a free kick coming up here for GMC. Two goals in the match so far in the first half for Gordon State. Isabel Tressler, with about 11 and a half minutes to play before halftime, put one in on a corner kick. A low line drive corner. And she was able to knock it in. Highlanders led 1-0 at halftime. And about 11 minutes into the second half, Tatiana McCoy was able to put one in on a couple of rebounds as this one is sent all the way down to the goal and it bounces. Tanner had to go back and get it. Another long free kick by Karen Prado, and she almost was able to put that one in. Tanner played it on a hop and then bobbled it for a moment, had to turn around and go back and recover before it went into the net. Again, Karen Prado, number 17, conference leader in assists with 7, and she has played great against Gordon State this season. Had 2 assists against the Highlanders in that first match in August. Had a goal in the second match earlier this month. So she has played her best against Gordon State here this season. Third meeting between the two teams. Here's Prado with it now. Another good look, and it's off the top of the bar. She just about snuck that one in. About an inch too high. Highlanders now trying to push downfield. Prado just missed her third goal of the season. And as we got about 18 and a half minutes left in the second half, at some point in time, you got to wonder if you're GMC, you just let 17 start firing away. Park will send it down the sideline. Tatiana McCoy will give it chase. And she is able to get down there to get it. And she will beat Carly Hagler. Hagler just kind of took her time, and McCoy was able to get down there and get behind her. I haven't seen Tatiana get up yet. Is she still down? Yeah. She is down. And that'll stop the clock for a moment. Injury timeout as Tatiana McCoy is still down after that one-on-one battle with Carly Hagler. Well, Tatiana is down. Gives us a moment to promote a big event coming up here at Gordon State College on Tuesday, November the 4th. Well, if you're a fan of college softball, high school softball, this is an event you don't want to miss. It's the County Line Clash Softball Showdown coming up on Tuesday, November the 4th, here at 5:30 p.m. at the Athletic Complex. It is going to be a great showdown with some of the best high school softball players bordering Gordon State College, including players from Lamar County High School, Jackson High School, Pike County, Upson Lee, Mary Persons, Griffin, Spalding, Rock Springs, and many more. That's coming up on Tuesday, November the 4th at 5:30. So if you're a fan of softball, that's going to be right after the state championships are held down in Columbus. And we'll get to see the best of the best with some great skill showdown here at Gordon State. We're back to action here in the second half. Highlanders on top by 2. They get a goal in the first half by Tressler. A goal in the second half by McCoy for Tressler, her 9th of the season. For McCoy, her 6th. I mean, it would only be fitting, as much as you want to get a shutout and win 2-0, it would only be fitting if GMC did score at least one to make this one 2-1. Both previous matches in the regular season ended with a 2-1 final. Again, all the Gordon fans are going to want to shoot me for saying that, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you win 17-0 or 2-1. A win is a win, right? But 2-1's a little too close? Okay. Our director of athletics, Dr. Moore, sitting beside me giving me the side eye like you're about to be fired and don't have to worry about coming back doing any more broadcasting. I was just kidding. That was all. I didn't mean it. Let's score another one and win 3-0. How about that? Sound a little better? It has been a great match, though, from the very beginning. We knew it was going to be like that here today. These two teams very evenly matched. Again, 2-1 and 2-1 in the regular season. Both teams winning. The road team winning the regular season matches. And I know we've scored 2 goals here in this one as we take another shot that clears the back of the net. The 2 goals were nice by Tatiana McCoy and Isabel Tressler, but I still believe that save by Zipporah Chile earlier in this half, when GMC had a wide open look as Tanner was out of the goal. Chile's play so far the most impressive of this match. As we got just a little over 15 minutes left on the clock in the second half. GMC's got to score, and they need to score quick. Again, they have scored all 3 of their goals against Gordon State this season in the second half. Here come the Highlanders with numbers, trying to work back toward the middle. Carissa Thompson will play it. There's Tressler. She had a goal in the first half. She also came out in the first half for about 15 or 20 minutes after being kicked in the head. She went down for a ball, got kicked in her head, in the back of her head, had to come out of the match for about 15 or 20 minutes, and came back and scored the first goal of the match with a little over 11 minutes to play before halftime. For Tressler, her 9th goal of the season, her 2nd of the season against GMC. Inside 15 minutes to play, second half. Highlanders trying to avenge their postseason loss to GMC last year and move into the conference championship game on Saturday. But before we finish up the second half, Highlanders would love to add a 3rd goal. They may have a chance here. There it is, and it's going to roll into the back of the net. A hard-fought goal for Gordon State. Macy Lauren Lanier.
Good job, Macy!
Able to just slowly get that one to roll into the back of the net for Macy Lauren Lanier, her 5th goal of the season.
Good job, Macy!
And that makes it a 3-0 Gordon lead inside 14 minutes left in the match. Goal number 5 for number 3.
You got this.
Macy Lauren Lanier. And the Highlanders now in front 3-0 as another long kick from midfield off the foot of Karen Prado. And we'll get a goal kick coming up here for Gordon State. Highlanders send it out. Tressler trying to take it for Gordon State. Now GMC working quickly. Justice Rogers, number 16, working on Olivia Park. And Gordon State, for the moment, will take it over. Highlanders on top by 3. 13 minutes left, second half. And we'll have a corner coming up for GMC. Again, GMC had a goal called back early in the first half after a free kick from midfield. On the rebound, they were called offsides. So that was one opportunity taken away. And here in the second half, Karen Prado from just about midfield kicked one off top of the crossbar that just missed. Zipporah Chile had a goal-saving stop when GMC had a wide open look earlier in the half. The Dogs have had their chances. They have been there. But Gordon State so far with all 3 goals, and we got numbers again. Here's Kara Bishop. Kara will send it toward the goal, and a good stop by Mackenzie Williams. Had to climb the ladder, but she's able to make the save on a line drive kick off of Kara Bishop. Elizabeth Ramirez trying to get it to Georgia Fillingham. Here comes GMC. Justice Rogers being played by Zipporah Chile, trying to get it up toward Ryan Holmes. Gordon's defense so far able to stop. Here's a crosser, and it's going to get out of bounds. And we'll have a goal kick coming up for Gordon State. We've got a couple of subs checking into the match as well. For Gordon State, Jesse Jeffcoat, number 27. For GMC, number 11, Brooke Reach, have checked in. Inside 11 minutes left, second half. Highlanders trying to advance to the championship game on Saturday. They are 10 minutes away from doing just that. And again, that will come either against South Georgia State or Central Georgia Tech. They are in action now in Douglas, Georgia. They started today at 2 o'clock, so they're about an hour behind us. South Georgia State, regular season champs, finished the conference play at 9-1. Central Georgia Tech, the number 4 seed, finished number 4 with a record of 3-6-1. South Georgia State defeated Central Georgia Tech both times in the regular season. Highlanders on top by 3 late second half here at Gordon State. Left-footed kick. Tanner able to come over and scoop it up. GMC has been shut out 3 times this season. Gordon State trying to make it 4. That's one thing about GMC this season. Shutouts, a lot of their action. They've been shut out 3 times, and they have won by shutting out other teams 4 times. Here's Georgia Fillingham trying to get it up to Tressler. Tressler's wide open. She'll cross it back to Georgia, who has to stop back, and we're going to get an offsides call against Gordon State. Georgia Fillingham and Isabel Tressler trying to work, but offsides against the Highlanders. Inside 9 minutes to play. Again, it doesn't matter what these two teams meet at. whether it be baseball, softball, soccer, whatever. Big rivals, GMC and Gordon State. No matter the sport, no matter the time of the year, the games, the matches are always very intense. And so far here in this one, it's been all Gordon State. There's a big collision there as this one will sail over the fence toward us. Just outside the reach of the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. Carissa Thompson and Carly Barnes colliding here at midfield, and it'll be a Gordon State throw-in, I believe.
Let's go, Gordon.
Oh, it'll be a
Finish it,
free
ladies.
kick.
Come on, you're looking good.
Sabora Chile,
Come on, Z, make it count.
who's got the play of the game without a doubt.
Good job, Z.
Another substitution is Lisbeth Ramirez will check out. Rebecca Talbot, number 6, into the match for the first time today. Also see number 14, Caricia Knight. She has since checked in. And immediately she gets some action here on the throw-in from Gordon State. Approaching 6 minutes left in the second half. Highlanders with a goal in the first half, just about 11 minutes before halftime. That came from Tressler. Tatiana McCoy had a goal in the 34th minute here in the second half. And Macy Lauren Lanier in the 13th minute added her 5th goal of the season. And that is where we stand. And if indeed Gordon State should advance to Saturday, you're pulling for Central Georgia Tech today to upset South Georgia. That would put the conference championship game here at home Saturday. But even if Gordon State has to go on the road Saturday to take on South Georgia State, that's not necessarily a bad thing because Gordon State is 5-0 on the road this season. So even if South Georgia State holds on and the Highlanders travel Saturday,
Come on, Carissa.
they're undefeated on the road, and they have been the only team in the conference this year to beat South Georgia State. They did it on the road. 5 minutes left on the clock, second half. Highlanders now not just going for the win, but trying to hold on to the shutout over GMC. Looks like we'll have a goal kick coming up here for Rebecca Tanner. 8 shots on goal today for GMC, 9 for Gordon State.
Let's go, Gordon.
And again,
Almost there,
GMC
ladies.
has been all around the net today, just haven't been able to find a way to put one in. There's the kick from the Highlanders, taking it midfield off the foot of Prado. Prado was just inches away from putting one in. Hit the top of the crossbar. GMC had a goal taken back on a free kick early in the first half for being
Work
offsides.
together, ladies, work together. Way to be there, Kara.
And Gordon State on top by 3 late here in the second half. Boytail trying to get it down to Rogers, and she'll send it wide right. Another goal kick coming up for Tanner. Clock continuing to tick. Getting close to that final whistle of the match. And the Highlanders getting closer to the conference championship game coming up Saturday. Our clock shows inside 3 minutes to play.
That's it, Georgia.
Bulldogs with a steal here at midfield. Georgia filling them with it.
That's it, Blue.
Over to Kara. Kara plays softball. She's a full-time nursing student. Plays soccer. I think she even comes and she cleans the parking lots on the weekend here at Gordon State. She does a little bit of everything here in Barnesville. Former Lamar County Trojan, dual sport athlete. And it would not surprise me when this match finishes up. I'd probably say about 15, 20 minutes after we're done, she'll be in the parking lot changing, getting ready for softball practice. She did the other day, as soon as we wrapped up one of our matches. Tanner will come out with a sliding save. As soon as we wrapped up with a match here, I think it was last week, 15 minutes, so we were going to the truck, getting ready to leave, and here was Kara with her batting back, done changed from soccer to softball, getting ready to go for softball practice. And Kara does not sub, by the way, number 4. She does not come out of the match. She is in from start to finish. One of the 9 sophomores on this team for Gordon State who were all honored last Thursday against Andrew College. These 9 sophomores just seconds away from a victory here this afternoon. And looks like that is going to go on Boytel. Mia Boytel. And we should be getting that final whistle here any moment. Highlanders just seconds away from advancing to Saturday's conference championship. A 1-0 lead at halftime. 2 more goals here in the second half. Going to get a late sub come in here for Gordon State. Looks like a couple. Tatiana McCoy, number 20. Lisbeth Ramirez, number 9. They're coming in. Georgia Fillingham is coming out. And so is Carissa Thompson. So we're just waiting for that final whistle here any second as, again, our clock has expired. Highlanders on top, 3-0, and here's Ramirez with a throw in. When you are playing your big arch rivals, why not go ahead and just add one more in if you can? Just if you get a good shot. Highlanders have outscored their opponents 10-0. Their last 2 matches here at home, last Thursday and today. As soon as we get the final whistle here today, Gordon State is going to improve to 4-3-1 at home on the season. And there it is. That's your match. Gordon State defeats GMC by the final 3-0, and the Highlanders will advance to the conference championship match on Saturday. A quick timeout. We'll come back to wrap it up right after this from Gordon State College in Barnesville.
Highlanders forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
Final in Barnesville this afternoon. As you can see on your screen, the Highlanders are victorious. 3-0 your final score. Gordon State, for the second time this season, knocks off GMC, and they will move on to the conference championship match coming up on Saturday. As we welcome you back inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth to wrap up the broadcast here today. Well, the good news is we know we're playing Saturday in the conference championship game, but that's all we know as of right now. Still waiting on the final with South Georgia State and Central Georgia Technical College. They are playing right now. If South Georgia State wins, we will go there on Saturday. If Central Georgia Tech could pull off the upset and win, we will play here on Saturday. So again, here in a couple of hours, we should know either way, but regardless, we're going to the state championship. Goodness gracious, the conference championship on Saturday. And again, it really doesn't matter because Highlanders have played better on the road this season than they have at home. Gordon State on the road 5-0 in 2025, and one of those 5 wins was against South Georgia State earlier this season. So again, championship coming up on Saturday after a 3-0 victory here today. Highlanders got a goal in the first half with just a little over 11 minutes before halftime from Isabel Tressler, her 9th of the season. And in the second half, Tatiana McCoy scored in the 34th minute, her 6th of the season. And with 13 minutes left in the match, Macy Lauren Lanier scored her 5th of the season. Gordon State, 9 shots on goal compared to 7 against GMC. And GMC will now drop to 6-5-1 overall on the year for the Highlanders. That is their 9th victory, now 9-3-1. Again, your final today, Gordon State 3, GMC nothing. Highlanders are heading to the conference championship. We will let you know as soon as we know when and where that will be played. All you have to do is just stay tuned to the Gordon State College Athletics Facebook page, and we will give you the times and location as soon as we know. But there they are. Winners today, Gordon State. Final 3-0. They beat GMC, and the Highlanders will move on to the conference championship on Saturday. For Michael Penn with the great shots on the camera today, my name is Chad Feltman. Thank you for joining us for live coverage of Gordon State College Highlander soccer with K13 Media.